Growing up, growing up, I was not the sweetest, most behaved child by far. I got expelled in, oh my gosh, like I want to say I got expelled in fourth grade and then started school in fifth grade and went to alternative school. Alternative school is a bad kid school for bad kids. I was in alternative school from fifth grade all the way up to my eighth grade year. Was terribly horrible, but I enjoyed like the whole time there. Like I went there, like I would get out and I would go back like 2 weeks later because that's how bad I was. Like I didn't care for what the teachers had to say. I didn't care about their rules. I was always fighting all the time, fighting every single day. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was going off on teachers, going off on students, cutting kids' hair. Little pretty girls. I was in middle school, and by this time I was in middle school, cutting girls' hair and whatnot. Like I wasn't feeling it. Like there was bullies. I didn't do it for no reason. They was bullies. I don't like bullies. They would bully people that were doing better than they were, or they would bully like the handicapped kids. Don't Why you messing with the handicapped kids? They've done nothing to you, by far. So I cut girls' hair. I did some pretty insane stuff in school. So that's why I was in alternative school. And even when I went to alternative school, I still acted ass. Didn't listen to the rules. I was always in ISO. ISO is like ISS. ISS is like detention during the day, like during school, the whole entire day. And it was just like I was in alternative so much, I was well known. Like all the teachers and pat down, like we had to go through monitor things. We had to get patted down. We had to have socks on that were matching. Our hair couldn't be a different color. It had to be natural, and I didn't follow neither one of them. I had on mixed match socks. I had red kinky twist in my hair. I didn't care. I brought my cell phone. You're not supposed to bring your cell phone. You're supposed to bring your score sheet, and you're supposed to bring, if you got some pencils, you're supposed to bring some pencils, and that's about it. That's it. That's all you can bring. And if you, on your cycle, if you just so happen, Mother Nature just happens to speak to you while you're in alternative school, you're good to bring your personal needs. That's it. You can't bring nothing else. But me, I brought my cell phone, tucked it in my bra, because when they patted you down, like they barely did it, and the men really wouldn't pat the girls down. So I would hope I would get a man, so that he would bypass the little stuff, and I would go in the bathroom, talk on the phone, text people, all that other stuff. It was horrible. I was terrible in alternative school. I got in trouble with a police guy. He manhandled me like hell, but I wasn't scared of him. Like I wasn't scared of him. He just manhandled me. For no reason. I feel like it was for no reason. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I just, shit happens. Outside of school, I was always fighting. I had associates back then that I called my friends that always wanted me around because I was a fighter. That's all I did. I fight. I didn't care about the laws. I didn't care about nobody's parents. None of that. I didn't care. The way my temper is set up, like it's short. It's real short. I got anger issues, and I'll get into that later. But when it was a fight, they knew who to call. And I was down. Like, it could have been somebody's mama. It could have been a whole family. I was down to fight. And at the end of the day, if they called the police, I was ready to go to the police station. I could make up a lie if I wanted to, but if I didn't feel like making up a lie, I didn't have to, because I feel like if I wanted to go fight you, then I wanted to go fight you for a reason. You deserved it. What you mad for? I had a couple of parents lie. A couple of moms lie, like two of them. When I say a couple, I meant a couple for real. But it was a white lady and a black lady. The white lady, she actually went to the police and said that I fractured her jaw and broke her nose, all this other extra stuff. Mind you, she was in an abusive relationship, lied on me, said I did it so he would get out of trouble. I had to tell the police, like, yeah, I did fight her, but I didn't break her nose, didn't fracture her jaw, mouth, whatever you want to call it. I didn't do that. I had a lot of I had a lot of stuff on my records. I did. And this was before we moved to South Carolina. I had another mom, and this mom, I actually called her my mom. She actually lied, came to my house, and was trying to fight me. She tried to fight me at my mom's house. I was so ready. She brought her husband and everything. I'm like, bitch, do you not know where you came? You came to the wrong place at the right time. Yeah, it's cool. But, I mean, hey, I had a long record before we moved from South Carolina, moved from Texas, moved from here to South Carolina. I was happy that my dad knew who he knew, so I can get all that stuff cleared off. Got it all cleared off, went to South Carolina, and started all over again. I felt like it was a new place. Don't try me just because, I'm not, I haven't been here and not really from here like that. Like, I haven't been here and been raised here. That don't mean you're going to talk to me no any kind of way. I went to a predominantly white high school, Lexington High School. I was hated by everybody. Anybody you can name, teachers, staff, students. I was hated by everybody because I didn't care. Like, basically, I felt like, don't talk to me, don't tell me what to do, you don't run me, I'm not finna listen, period, point blank. It was a predominantly white school with a little bit of black people in there, and the black people that was in there, you was plexing with them black people. So it was just like, okay, cool. I have a sister that is in South Carolina that will be coming here really soon. Actually next week, well, the week after next, my bad. So, I got into a fight in South Carolina. We try to keep her from being in fights because her mindset was screwed up. Like, she ain't all the way there when it come to fighting, especially when it came to me and our other sister. And, she wasn't there, like, all together, and that's why I loved it. Like, I loved it to death, like, because my siblings, the girls, none of us have it in the mind. Like, we all think alike, just in different ways. It's crazy. But anyways, back to South Carolina. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I got suspended several different times. I got into a fight a couple of times, slapped a white girl. I got into a couple of arguments with some white girls for no reason, because they was bold. Like, in South Carolina, them white girls was bold. Like, I don't care if you black, I'm still gonna fight you, I'm still gonna flex with you. Okay, cool, that's perfectly fine. I slapped a white girl. I didn't bully. I kind of harassed a couple of white girls because, you're not going to sit here and talk to me any kind of way and think that I'm not going to do nothing about it. I don't know what other black girls you dealt with, but I'm not that one. So, okay, cool. Fought a black girl. She felt like she could just run her mouth off some hot shit. And, I handled her the way I needed to handle her. And the next day she was talking about being my friend. No, we're not finna be friends. I don't know who in their right mind fights somebody and then wants to be friends with them. If you do it, that's your opinion, that's your thing. But me, I don't do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't cross your mind to ask me. I don't want to be your friend. I'll beat your ass. I don't want to be your friend. After that fight, I got suspended, got sent to anger management. And I had to do community service. Hated it to death. I hated my anger management class because my anger management teacher's name was Happy. Hated it. And she had the worst attitude. Like, I hated it. It was horrible. Had to do a couple of weeks in there. If I didn't come, I got a day added on. Hated it. So, I wasn't all there. I was a pretty bad person. I'm still sort of kind of there. Like I said, I have anger issues. My tolerance for BS is really low. I have a low self-esteem. I mean, not a low self-esteem, my bad. Ooh. I have a low temper. So, hey, that's basically like, you got a problem with me? Let me know. Like, I feel like if I'm in this bad girls club, like, you got a problem, tell me. Tell me. I want to know. I want to know that you don't like me. It makes me feel good to hear from another woman's mouth that she can't stand me. She can't stand my guts, want to fight me, want to kill me. I love it. Because then most of them don't act on it anyway. So I just be like, well, what do you need to say? If you're not going to act on it, you can say it all you want to, but I'll probably act on it before you do. With a smile on my face. So, hey. Anyways, so in my spare time, I love to drink. Love drinking. Love drinking. It's like a favorite hobby after dancing and writing. I love drinking. I actually am looking forward to urban modeling as well. I like to have fun. Love having fun. Fun is like the best thing in the whole wide world. I live my life as if it's the last in everything I do. I don't have any regrets for anything in my life because it's a lesson learned, and some of them I learned from it, some of them I haven't. Some of them I need to still work on, which is, it's a learning process. Life is a learning process, period. What would I do personally, per se, if one of the girls or a couple of the girls didn't like me, wanted to jump me, decided they wanted to touch my stuff and, do some ignorant stuff that they do every single season. That's cool. Like I said, it's cool. If you feel like you have a problem with me, like I said, if you feel like you have a problem with me, tell me. Don't go to somebody else and tell them, or come to me and tell me what somebody else said, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna listen, but it's really not gonna phase me. I'm just gonna put it in the back of my mind, like, okay, you just told on somebody else, so that means somebody come to me and tell me that you said something. I'm gonna believe that they told that you said it because you snitching on this person. I don't tell me something that another female is saying, because if you telling me something that another female is saying, you a messy person. That's how I feel. I don't care what nobody else says about me. I don't. Tyshaswon doesn't care. I don't care what nobody says about me, for the simple fact of, if they really felt that way and that's really how they felt with deep within themselves, they would have came to me and said it. Don't be scared to come to me and say nothing. Don't know. You should never be scared of nobody. And I feel like that's the problem in the bad girl's house with the females that y'all been picking. The females y'all been picking, they scared to be alone. They scared to fight alone. They scared to walk alone. They scared to stand alone. And that's why the whole jumping process takes place. You don't need nobody to be by your side for you to fight. You don't need nobody to be by your side for you to speak on how you feel about a certain situation. By far, I don't need nobody on my side. I'll be solo dolo for my life. I don't care. I got my family on my side, so it really don't matter to me. I can care less. If I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna fight you, whether somebody looking, whether they ain't looking. If you taking a shower and I just feel like, oh, okay, she pissed me off, I remember that. Okay, she thought I wasn't gonna do nothing. Okay, I got you. I like to sneak people. I like sneaking people. I like fighting you face right in your face. I don't care. If I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. You may find out that I'm gonna get you. You may not know that I'm gonna get you, but I'm gonna get you either way it goes. If you mess with me, period, point blank, I feel like you mess with me, you messing with category 10 type of weather storm, basically. That's what I'm basically gonna say, because sometimes I black out. I'll black the fuck out and not even think about it. Like, I could care less. If I hurt you, you bleed, and I break something, I don't care. You deserved it at the time, and I'm not sorry by far. I'm not. I don't feel like I need to apologize to somebody that's felt like they either didn't like me, had something to say about me, or wanted to harm me in any kind of way. I'm gonna harm you before you can harm me, though. If I get the mind process or the mind thought that you want to harm me, I'm going to harm you first. That's how I feel about it. If I got to be one person in that house that's acting like she antisocial, that's perfectly fine, because last time I checked, this is the Bad Girls Club. Everybody's here to learn from something, and then at the end of the day, we all here to have fun. If I'm going to be antisocial, it's because I don't want to talk to none of y'all bitches. All y'all messy. So, if we go out, we all go out. That's cool. I'm going to drink. I'm going to go to the mall. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to go get my nails done. I can do all that by myself. I don't need nobody to come with me. I don't need nobody